Hey everyone, it's Bonnie again with Finally France. We are going to be moving forward in our process. We're in Ohio, and David and I have decided to head over to France to put in an offer on a property if he loves it. In addition to that, I've been designing for Downton Abbey Eyewear, and I am going to be headed first to Newbury, to my office, to pick up all of the supplies to do a convention in London with Downton Abbey Eyewear. So we're off now to 100% optical in London, and it was a lot of fun. We had some surprise guests from Downton Abbey come and join us at the booth. I had a wonderful assistant through the whole process for me. And one of the most exciting things that happened is they have a competition of all the new designs to see who is going to be featured on the runway. And we were chosen as one of the frames, one of the sunglasses for the runway. So this is the moment. That was so exciting for us. It actually brought us to tears because our frame, for the first time in our lives, had made the London runway. So it was kind of fun. In addition, we got to have some fun with some friends. This is Wendy, as many of you may know from Chateau Diaries. We got to enjoy some of the splendid things from London. We had some friends from Downton Abbey come for a lunch. And then that evening, we had the wonderful opportunity of attending the premiere of a new era. And that was in London. It was wonderful. So that was a big surprise to us, and it was really, really exciting. So after all of our hard work in London and then being able to enjoy the premiere, we then left for the French countryside to do what we actually were headed there to do together, and that was to go take a final look at the chateau in Airvaux. David and I got there a couple days early, so we went to La Rochelle, to the seaside, to check out some of the region, which was a nice break for both of us. And we also were staying at another chateau in Airvaux, which was an incredible B&B. And unfortunately, I think it's closed now. I think it's for sale. There we were. We finally made it to go take a look at the Airvaux Chateau. And David loved it immediately as much as I did. We had all of these sweeping lanais and staircases. We had the beautiful wood that is really rare and hard to come by now. Things that you can't replace anywhere else, and you just, when you see it, you want to grab it. It had a lot of outbuildings. It had a wonderful old barn, which this is the front of it. And then on the inside, a huge space, as you can see, that could have been used for wedding receptions or whatever. They've actually had a wedding reception in there. There's also a cave where they used to press grapes, and just a wonderful grand salon. A lot of really nice spaces in the home. So consequently, David and I did put in an offer, and it was contingent on our home selling in Ohio. And we did wait for 3 months, and as it turned out, our house just did not sell in time, and so we just felt and knew that this was going to be the place for us, so we had to move on. So once back home in Ohio, David and I sat down, we had a good talk, and decided that the only thing to do, the only logical thing to do, was for me to grab Sherry and we head off to Paris again and go take a look for some more new options for chateaus. Apparently, Sherry has a wicked sense of humor in taking pictures of her mother. We took the opportunity to spend a few days in Paris, and one of the things we went and did was go and see the Louvre. Sherry had not been there before, and so that was a really fun experience to take her to see Napoleon's apartment, which is my personal favorite part of the Louvre. There's many different areas to go see, the Mona Lisa, the jewels, everything, but this is my favorite area. It was lovely being able to get together with some friends of ours in Paris for dinner. And then Sherry and I escaped and went to Disneyland Paris and had just a really fun time together without any kids. It is really fun to go to Disney by yourself or just as adults or even with your kids, but just do it. It's beautiful and fun to enjoy. We were so excited to go to the southern part of France. We went and stayed with our friends who have the YouTube channel Manor and Maker, Stephen and Sarah, and we were able to stay with them for a few days. And then they went with us to go take a look at one of the chateaus. We played games, we ate, we toured. It was just a really great, generous time for them to share with us. But then we went and did look at the first chateau, about 45 minutes south of them. And it was beautiful on the outside. It had a lot of features that we would have really enjoyed. It had a swimming pool. It had lovely, intimate spaces. And unfortunately, some of those spaces were just a little too intimate. If you look at the kitchen, the ceiling is very low. It almost felt like it had been put into a basement. And the bedroom, the ceiling heights again were not high like a chateau ceiling. That's some of the ones that we've looked at. So we moved on and left that area and we headed to Casteljaloux. And it is a tourist area in France. It's a spa area because they have natural hot springs. And our timing was a little crazy, so we ended up eating at McDonald's and having some sweets and some treats. And let me tell you, McDonald's in North America needs to up their game. Anyhow, in Casteljaloux, they have this wonderful hot springs pool. You know, Sherry and I spent a day there, and it was just up the road, actually, from this Maison de Mythe. It is a wonderful home that we wanted to go see. We had seen it online, and so we had scheduled our showing with our wonderful real estate agent, Jane, there. And both Sherry and I felt like it was an incredible property. It had, again, the bones and the architectural structure, and I mean, look at the staircase, the wood they use in the staircase, the black iron that they use, and then it had a beautiful swimming pool and it had its own little forest. So we got in touch with David and we immediately put an offer in on this property and really felt like it could have been great, but the offer we wanted to make on it was not accepted. This is how I felt. This was also a work trip, so I continued on with Sherry on the train. We went to Mido, which is one of the world's largest optical conventions. I met with some of my suppliers and manufacturers, had a couple meetings, and then we were able to spend a couple days just touring Milan. Neither one of us had ever been there before, and we got to see some of the shopping areas. We got to see some of the major tourist, I guess you could call them attractions, but not really attractions. It's just historical monuments. And we actually even got to attend a service here. So it was an uplifting trip and kind of needed that after some of the disappointments that we had gone through. But it was absolutely beautiful. The architectural structures and just the feeling of the area. It's so completely laden with music and art and sculpture and just all of the things that can inspire you once again. After finishing up with our convention and touring in Milan, we came back to the French countryside just south of Tours and came to look at La Grande Couture, which is the last property Sherry and I were looking at together on this trip. We went and saw a medieval castle. Part of it was from about 1043, the tower, and the rest of it basically around the 14th century. And there were intimate spaces, there's really large spaces, big fireplaces, nice open land, beautiful park garden. This is the stairs up in the tower. That was the one scary part for me, but the rest of it we just absolutely loved. And it had lovely lanai area or patio area for some of you outside. Just so many good attributes. It had a lot of outbuildings that had potential for use, and we decided to tease David with this and make him think I was signing a document that I was purchasing it. I was actually just saying that we had been there to look at it. So it was getting close to time for Sherry to leave, and the Lalanders were so kind and generous to invite us to an exquisite luncheon at their Chateau de Lalande. And it was so nice to get together with them, to have some of their wisdom imparted to us and to just get some of their input and insight. And so thank you guys. You've always been so lovely to us, and we appreciate it. It was time for Sherry to go on the train back to the airport and fly back to Canada. Unfortunately, I stayed on for another couple days, was going to look at some more chateaus, drove past them, decided it wasn't worth seeing them, and now it was time for me to head home. And it was also time for David and I to sit down and make our final decisions. So tune in next time to see what we decided to do.